Okay, the Innis Luncheon has just finished, and I'm here with Donald Scoggins, who was sitting next to me at the luncheon. First, on the luncheon, what did you think, Donald? What do you think about the presentation?
I thought it was pretty good. It was an off-the-cuff, informal, grassroots presentation. I thought it was pretty helpful.
Now, you've been a Republican for a long time. I was shocked to find out your age, frankly. And I mean, you look much better than me, but especially considering when you add in the age. As a person who has been a Republican for a long time, where do you see the situation for black Republicans today?
With this current administration, the situation for black Republicans today I would call dire.
And why would that be?
Because number one, we're dealing with an administration who's headed by a person who, number one, he's not really a Republican. Number two, he's not interested in strengthening the Republican Party. And number three, he's very inconsistent. And I feel that he's a person who just doesn't really know what he wants to do besides just win, whatever that means.
What are the things you'd like to see done instead? What do you want to see this administration do?
Well, what I would like to see, number one, I think the administration has to make some changes in the White House.
In terms of staff, in terms of style?
In terms of staff and in terms of style primarily. I think some of the people on the staff now are not necessarily working to his best interests. I believe that's one. And number two, I would like to see the White House, when they talk about trying to make the black community better, I think they need to come out with, instead of saying they want to do that, come up with a plan that can be workable in the Congress. Despite everything that Mr. Trump talks about, I would think there's a big question as to whether he would be able to get that support passed in Congress.
Now, we were talking at the table, and you had said that black Republicans, and especially over the last couple of decades, black Republicans have gotten a lot of grief for standing up for the conservative beliefs, and that many activists who've been fighting the good fight for a while feel locked out because the Trump administration is more first thing, were you with Trump at the beginning? Were you with Trump at the beginning? What do you think can be done by the community of the black Republicans who have fought the fight, who may feel left out now? What's the best tact for that community at this time, would you?
To be quite frank about it, I think the best tactic is for black Republicans to organize among themselves and position themselves to get involved with a subsequent Republican administration. I do not see much coming out of this administration with Donald Trump. If his little over 2 months in office, or not even that, if his little over a month in office, maybe a month and a half in office, bodes what's going to happen for the rest of his term, I really think we're going to have some problems.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you the questions I've asked everybody else, although some of them have already been answered. During the primaries, who was your candidate?
Well, at the very beginning, it was Jeb Bush.
All right.
And then when he dropped out, I went to, it was a combination between John Kasich and Marco Rubio, between those two.
All right. Did you end up voting for Trump? And if so, when did you make that decision?
Well, I did not vote for Donald Trump, but I did a write-in. I'm not going to.
Okay, so you wrote in a Republican. You didn't vote third party. No. You wrote in.
Right.
Now you've already said that you don't like what you've seen so far.
Right.
Well, if there was one goal that the administration could do, one thing that Donald Trump could achieve in office, what's the one priority that you would like to see him achieve? What would be the thing you want to see done?
Well, the one thing I would like to see him do is, I would say, regulatory relief, and also with him being a businessman that he likes to tout, I think that he should come up with policies that's going to spur entrepreneurship, particularly within the black community or within rural America. I think he needs to do, if he can increase more jobs in the country, I think that would be a good positive noted from this administration. If we can increase jobs, American jobs, and keep from going overseas.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time. I enjoyed your company at dinner. I hope to see you again next time I come down from CPAC.
Yeah.